A main task that happens in our brains is to learn what it means for our lives. Mostly, we decide what kind of a world we live in and who the bad guys are and what we have to do to be safe. Our brains just make a call and decide that automatically. Right now, the massacres and airstrikes in Gaza and the West Bank are followed by emergency services being prevented from reaching the wounded. The subtler, equally horrifying violence of being cut off from food and clean water poisons the health of every person in Gaza relentlessly. And of course, as we know, hospitals, clinics, paramedics, doctors are all under attack. So what the people in Gaza and now the West Bank learned during this collective trauma is that help doesn't come, refuge doesn't exist, and that trauma never ends. They learn they're alone as their families are killed. They learn the world is not safe and doesn't care about them, that the sky is not safe, that hospitals are not safe, that running away is not safe. Add to this the intergenerational trauma, the Nabka returns, it's happening again. That feeling, it's happening again, is the awful harbinger of the cycle of trauma. It makes the world a dark, ugly, simple place. Our bodies go into a nervous system state of threat protection. We are ready with what we have learned. We're not safe, the sky is not safe, running away is not safe, and who the bad guys are. I want the people of Palestine to learn instead that people listened, that we turned our rage into raised voices, that we used our voices to amplify their voices, that we listened to the healthcare workers telling us what is happening, that we are bearing witness to this. Thousands of people sheltering in hospitals that are being bombed, people who move inside hospitals, nurses are shot dead. A patient was shot by a sniper in the neck and became quadriplegic. Human beings doomed to die slowly and painfully without oxygen, dialysis, antibiotics. Their food is stale crumbs, their water is foul, their doctors are dead. Bodies decompose on the ground. Healthcare workers can hear those who are still alive screaming for aid, but they cannot get to them because it is too dangerous to go outside. In a plea to the world to listen, the head of surgery at Al-Shifa wrote, "To bomb a hospital means to terrify sleeping patients, to break windows over their heads, to make the walls tip onto their bodies, to rip out ventilators and burn oxygen tanks, to ruin equipment that can help humans millions of times. We have to listen. Don't let them all learn that we didn't."